in. Man, welcome to No Filter Fridays. Cause when we watch a real one, it's really just nothing. Like they say anything and everything. Old people has no respect for anything. They don't have respect for anything or anybody. Like they just say what they want to say, however they want to say it. So we are going to react to episode 28. And we're about to go ahead and get it in, man. Without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get it in. Happy Friday.
Hi, my name is Peoria Rogers. I'm 62 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon.
My name is Angela. I'm 67 years old, and I'm looking for a real one. Hi, my name is Karen, and I am 65, and I am looking for a real one.
Pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at.
Hi, I'm Kamala, also named Gigi, and I am going to turn 64 at the end of this month, and I'm looking for a real one.
Hi, my name is Doris. I'm 62 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon.
Hello, my name is Jill. I'm 58 years old, and I'm looking for a real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to yet another fantastic episode of A Real One. I, Pointer, am so excited, elated, and ecstatic to be here today because we had to do it again. We had to visit that wonderful city of Atlanta because you know what? I had six queens that came from near and far. Ladies, how you doing today? Wonderful. I'm so excited to have you here. You know, we were on our way somewhere else, but I said, let me come back for these six lovely ladies, you know, because they deserve a real one. So what's going to happen, ladies, as you see, you have hearts in your hand, okay? And that represents that your heart is open for love, open for a real one. Now you also have heartbreaking devices in your hand, okay? So single gentlemen are going to come out right here from the A, right here from the A. They're going to come out one by one. If you like what you see and like what you hear, you're going to hold on to your heart. But if you don't like what you see and you don't like what you hear, you're going to break your heart. That shows that the love connection just wasn't quite there. But if you hold on to it, by the end of that segment, if he's standing here and you're standing there with a heart, I'm going to call you over and ask if that's a real one connection. And if it is, we're going to sponsor your first date. Might be, you know, somewhere pretty nice, like a Starbucks. Sponsor us. A coffee date is a great way to initiate things. Y'all know the deal. All right. So ladies, are you ready? Beautiful. I'm
Not sponsor them at Starbucks. That's crazy. No, ain't no way you said we're gonna sponsor your first date to Starbucks. It's gonna be really nice. Like that's high-end exclusivity right there, boy. Like that's something like no other.
ready. So let's get ready for our first real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our first Atlantean king. Can my first real one come on in? I'm so excited to have him. Hello, sir. Come on towards me. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining us today.
How you doing?
Would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, and what you do?
Nemo Williams, Nema Williams. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm 50 years old.
Beautiful. Okay, would you share with them what makes you a real one?
Well, my mother says I am.
That's right. And Mama says it's true. That's true. Okay.
I think she's got that on lock. I'm a real one because I actually stopped doing stand-up comedy for 8 years to focus on raising my autistic son.
That's a blessing.
Just got back into comedy because he's doing so good.
That's a blessing. We love dads that step up, you know, and do what they're supposed to.
You know, that's commendable. I can't, you know, I only know of, you know, parents that have autistic kids or kids on the spectrum. And shout out to y'all. Y'all are definitely some real ones because that I know that takes time, patience, and everything. So I just wanted to stop and just give y'all a shout out, you know, for doing a job that, you know, many probably will have walked away from, and some that have.
To do. What are you looking for in a real one?
Realness. Realness, friendship, compatibility.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. In relationships, it hasn't happened to you, which is a good thing, but there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you don't tolerate?
Well, at my age, immaturity. So, you know, a lot of times younger girls try to hit on me, and I just don't really like it because the immaturity level.
Right. Because you want a queen. You want somebody that is mature.
And, you know, also the age of these children nowadays, they're not the same as when I was growing up. I was an adult at 12. You know?
Yeah.
So.
It's a lot different nowadays when Sexy Red and Ski Yee and all these people are doing some things they shouldn't be doing. I'll keep it real. But at any rate, for the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, now stand up again. But before that, you know, when I quit stand up, I went and got a job. And I was working up to 14 hours a day driving a truck. So I didn't do much. If I wasn't working, I was with my son. He's nonverbal. So, you know, it takes up a lot of time, needs a lot of support and attention.
And a lot of patience. This is a patient brother. That's a wonderful thing.
8 years old, nonverbal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. All right. Well, you don't have any broken hearts, man. So you're looking really good. So I think the ladies want to get to know you some more. Yeah. I think they do. So let me ask some of those questions that makes this show the best show. Let's go for it. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
The right person.
Okay. Okay.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you, my man. Thank you. I was trying to match the ladies. They came lovely, so I was trying to dress fresh, you know. Let's go for this. You said you do have children.
Have a child.
One child. Would you like more children?
At my age, I want my son to have a sibling badly. But like, I don't know if I want to have a child or meet somebody with a child.
Okay. And we'll talk about that in a moment. I think that's a great one. I got to ask this too. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask the ladies a question, but religion or... No, you know what? We won't get to religion or politics just yet. Let me see if you have an essential question for these lovely ladies.
You know, I don't know. Tell me something about yourself. Go down the line. Tell me one thing about yourself.
Take a step towards me, and we're going to ask each of these queens name, age, and tell them something about you.
My name is Doris. I'm 62, and I'm a real one. I'm definitely a real one.
I bet you are. I bet you are. But you can cook, too.
Can you cook?
No.
No?
No, I can cook.
That's okay.
No, that's a joke.
I can cook.
That's okay, I cook.
But I'm a...
She almost lost me with that one when she said she ain't know how to... You 62 and you don't know how to cook? Oh, she almost lost me with that. I was about to say, baby, come on now. Come on now. Look. Don't do that. Now that's 62. You can have to learn something along the way. We have 40 years to learn something. Okay, 40 years to learn something.
I'm a big city girl. I like to eat. I like to eat more than I like to cook.
Where you from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Okay, I'm headed to Detroit.
Detroit in the building, baby. You know, I always gotta give a shout out to my city. You know, we in the building. I like that. And she down in ATL. All right, you know, it's our little sister city over there, you know, little sister over there.
Wait, next
We are
week.
too. We got a little tour coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
Hello, my name is Jill. I'm
Jill.
58. Hi. And Nima, right?
Nima.
Okay. And something about me, I'm a mother and a grandmother.
Your son could have, you know, somebody to play with.
A couple people.
A couple people. All right. Let's take a step forward. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
Hi, I'm Kamala, and I'm going to turn 64 at the end of this month.
Wow. You guys all look so good. Black don't crack.
They don't crack. I try to.
I try to tell people.
And I'm also a mother. I have 2 daughters, and I have 1 grandson. And I work for a nonprofit organization.
Beautiful.
And I also like to do, I sing on the side.
Nice. Love a voice.
Let's take a step forward. Name, age, and something
can't sing
unique
at all.
about yourself.
My name is Theoria.
Theoria.
I am 62 years old, soon to be 63 in May. And I live, love, laugh. I am also a caterer, retired from Chrysler, 31 years.
She can cook.
30, and I actually cooked yesterday here, and I'm completing the meal after the show.
Wonderful.
What you cooking?
Here, I've cooked macaroni cheese, greens, roast, peach cobbler, and
She's my real one. I'm taking. I'm going.
That's.
could do some crab legs. Travel to cater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on my way to Knoxville to cater for my 6-year-old grandson.
Beautiful.
He said, I want Granny to cook me some ribs. So I got a case of ribs.
You gonna throw down for
Pork ribs, beef ribs, and chicken.
If you're doing that for the grandbaby, imagine what she does for her real one.
Trying to.
3 grandkids and 1 on the way.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Yes, and it's my pleasure to meet you.
And you like to
And
travel?
I'm looking for a real one.
I'm.
And I like to travel. I retired here in Georgia. I stayed here for 13 and a half years. I retired and I travel.
Yeah. When's the last place you went to that was amazing?
Oh, coming here every month is always amazing.
Oh, you don't live here? Okay.
No, I don't live here now. I no longer. I left in May of 23. I retired and kept it moving.
Well, I'm going to Japan next month. This month, I'm going to Japan.
I've been there before too.
Yeah, military bases.
Jamaica.
I've been to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep moving because I know that y'all are going to establish too much of a connection. I want to be fair to all the queens. Name, age, and something unique about yourself.
Hi, my name is Karen. I am 65, and I love to laugh. So I would love to see your comedy.
Okay.
And I'll make sure I make that happen.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, and for now, you can still watch some stuff, do all that stuff.
Do you do comedy here sometimes?
Yeah, I was Uptown, Atlanta Comedy Theater, but like I said, I stopped for a long time, but I quit my job, and that day I quit my job, I signed up for this Keenan talent search and won everything. So, trip to Vegas, booking me at a comedy club, and then, when I told people I was back doing comedy, everyone came. I've got a lot of credits: Comic View, Comedy Central, Showtime. I did the Apollo last year.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, let's go to our final queen here. Name, age, and some unique.
My name is Angela. I'm 67 years old. I'm a mother, a grandmother, and a great auntie. So I take care of my 3 nieces and 1 nephew. Caregiver. That's what I do. And I love to travel. I've been all over the world.
Nice.
So to confirm, your great niece and nephews live with you.
I live with them.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. Let's take some steps back because I hate to do it, but I might have to borrow a heartbreaking device of a real one. Can I borrow yours, Dor? Thank you so much, because after that, you might have to break one.
I don't want to break any balloons.
I know. I don't want you to have to, but it's a real 1, not a real 6. So we do gotta make some decisions. I'm gonna just be nice and just say 1. I'm gonna just make you break 1.
I don't want to pop any of these.
Okay, let me go for this. I'll be nice. Let's go for religion or politics. Okay, because that's normally a deal-breaking question. Yeah. Do you want a partner that is religious or political? Not religious, not political.
It depends on what your outlook is and how serious you are. I was raised a Buddhist. So I didn't grow up with a lot of religion. Doesn't take much to be a Buddhist. You just can't hurt anything. My name is a Buddhist name. I was born in Japan. I lived in Kathmandu, Nepal. My stepfather was Tibetan. The name Nima is a Tibetan name. So I was raised a Buddhist.
Okay. So would you want a partner that is Buddhist, or do you want?
I really don't care.
Okay. You're kind of neutral.
Making it kind of hard. Making it real hard for not to pop the balloon. Like, I really thought that somebody was gonna pop the balloon on that one. Somebody was gonna say, no, I don't want to do that or anything. Like, but that didn't happen. I'm surprised. I'm kind of shocked. Thought, somebody was like, oh, I'm Christian, and but nope. They still holding strong. He gonna have to pop one. Unless he say he Republican, he gonna have to pop one.
I'm pretty neutral on religion, unless, and also was a Muslim for a little while, for the discipline. I just don't want anybody that's too strict with their religion,
Okay. Give us an example of too strict.
Mormons.
Yeah. Now, really quick, before we get to the politics side, so if your lovely queen was like, I want you to go to church with me every Sunday, just one service, and it's about a two-hour service max.
I love church. I love black church. So
amen. Me too.
I got some jokes about that.
Okay. Now let's go to the politics then.
Okay.
Do you want a partner that is super political, apolitical, in the middle?
Well, the country's so divided right now. I think that's really hard to have opposing political views. I don't like Donald Trump at all. I did not vote for him. I wish he would disappear.
Okay. So I think these queens might agree with you. They didn't break their heart. Okay. All right. So I think we're okay.
Voted for Kamala.
I don't know how much more to give you before you got to break one. I'm just making you break one. I'm being nice. Normally it's two with this number. So you got to break one.
I just got to do the closest one.
Oh, that ain't. I'm sorry to make you do it. I'm sorry. Okay. You were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
I was just listening. I think he's very good looking.
Thank you.
But you're a little young for me.
Yeah.
But you're good looking though.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's mature. Why would the age stop?
I really love that he take care of his son. Mm-hmm. That is everything. I really like that's more than 50.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, because he said, hey, I want to be on the show, Pointer, so I didn't want to discriminate. If he wanted.
Right.
I'll take a queen too.
Yeah, but it's okay. I would have popped because you're too young.
Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
I don't have a specific type. I just like a good soul.
Okay. Well, we got some good souls lined up. Okay. I'm going to throw it to the ladies. Lovely queens, do you have a question for this man? Question for this king? Anybody have a question? Okay. If you do have one, I'll step forward. It looks like you were. Okay. Let's step forward. What is your question?
You said you cook.
I do cook.
What type of food you cook?
Oh, name it. A lot of Italian food. I'm part Sicilian. I grew up cooking a lot of Italian food, a lot of Indian food. I cook very well. I worked in a lot of restaurants.
Great.
Not a chef, but a cook.
Great.
Never went
I'm
to
a
school.
chef.
You're a chef.
Real
See, I
good.
never went to school for it.
Yeah, real good.
But I cook.
Yes.
It's a good balance, though.
That's great. That's great.
Anybody else have a question? All right. Let's take a step forward.
I'm vegan. Are you?
I was vegan for a long time, and got boring. But my
Okay, all right. I'm gonna be honest. Like that vegan lifestyle, that's a different lifestyle. Like I wouldn't date a vegan, or I wouldn't date another vegan. But to each his own. But it was like the lifestyle got boring. That is hilarious. Like, how can I can understand because you got to keep searching, reading all of the instruction, not the instruction, but the nutrition and everything, all that label. That does get boring. Yep, that does get boring.
my reason for being vegan was far more for, I don't like hurting animals. It's a Buddhist thing. I'm not supposed to kill anything. So if somebody else is killing the animal for me to eat, that's just a contract killing. You know what I mean? Right. So it really is the same thing. So I want to be vegan. It's a lot harder with my son and my job, and but I try to eat pretty healthy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I try to eat very healthy. Kombucha and all kinds of stuff.
Did you have a question? You're just taking it all in. Okay, very good. It looked like you were going to have a question. Yeah, let's take a step back. I'll wait till Nima's here. Perfect. What's your question?
Do you have a good co-parenting relationship with your baby's mom?
I do. We live together. Not married. She's 7.
Hold on, wait. Walk that back. Did he say they live together? I believe I heard that correctly. Hold on, let me walk that back one time.
17.
Do you have a good co-parenting relationship with your baby's mom?
I do. We live together.
I don't think that's gonna work. Y'all live together. Y'all let me know in the comments. Does that work? You living with your child's parent and you're free to go and just date whomever, and I guess you take them to a hotel, you take them back to the house, or you do something.
Not married. She's 17 years younger than me. So that happened, and we stuck together for the kid, for the son. We have a great co-parenting, friends, Our whole life is Kai. It's my son. Nima Kai. Same name, same Nima Kai.
You wanted to hear what he said? He said his baby mama is 17 years younger than him, and they live there.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna get.
You currently live
Yes,
with
we
her?
do. I
don't know how all those hearts were broken. Oh. All right.
It's too much, I know.
We'll go from person to person.
Well, I would say this: if my son was not autistic, the situation wouldn't be as it is. But him being a nonverbal autistic child, he needs both his parents, and we don't have family here. I'm from California. She's from New York.
We're from California. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
California's from New York. No family here.
Yeah. So you got to stick together. Okay. Let's talk to this queen. So you just broke your heart. Tell us why.
I did. I was concerned about the age difference, but then when you said that your baby's mother was 17 years younger, that's a concern. And then, of course, the living situation. That sounds a little murky.
Yeah. I can see that.
For the fans, tell us what's murky about it. I think they know, but.
Yeah, there's a connection there because you all had to have a relationship to have the baby, and still living together, I'd rather not.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
But God bless you, with your pursuit of your dream. I would assume that comedy is your purpose because you quit your job to do it. Mm-hmm. God bless you on that. And with your son, he's going to be just fine.
Thank you.
So he is someone that's your type.
Sure. I really don't have a type per se, but you're very nice. Look, beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Is she someone that's your type?
She definitely could be, but right now, I don't think anybody would accept my home life right now.
Well, you have one heart, so let's not break anything
true.
yet. Let's just see.
That's true.
Don't.
Then why come on the show? If you don't believe anybody is going to accept your home life, then why would you come on the show and go through all of this? I mean, there's somebody that will accept it. I mean, there's somebody, but I don't think they're on this show though. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, don't break your own heart. Okay, let's do this. Name, age, and why you just broke your heart.
Gamala, turning 64, and the same thing with the living situation. And also, I was going to listen to you a little bit more, but you said you were Buddhist and I'm Christian, so I'm not really sure if that will align. I never really met a Buddhist, so I was open to listen and
I can explain that.
But really, the child situation. That's why I end up popping.
Well, Buddha never said he was God. He's just a teacher, so it's just kind of a way of life.
Could he be someone that's your type aesthetically?
Yes.
Buddha was a Hindu.
Oh, you're going deep. Yeah, that's true. I took a religious studies class many years ago. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely. She's beautiful.
Okay. Let's take a step forward to this queen. Name, age. Oh, no, you already shared your name and age. Why'd you break it?
Various reasons. He's a very attractive young man, beautiful eyes, and also very intelligent. I like it that he does comedian. I like comedian because I do karaoke and I keep it real when I do it. But still, the home situation. Yeah, the home situation.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'll ask, even if I get canceled. Not too badly.
God bless you.
So with the co-parenting situation, some people feel there'd be a blurred line, and sometimes, hey, if we're hugging, but you keep it separate, or
not always.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. Oh, you still got a heart though. Dang, you are.
I appreciate the honesty. But again, why are you here? Why are you here if you have her at home? She's 17 years younger, which is, my God. And you keep with the blurred lines. You're not ready to move on. You trying to have your cake and eat it too. That you trying to have your cake and eat it too, man. Come on, bro. You can't. Nobody's gonna. You might as well just lie. You was better off lying. Soon as you start telling the truth, that's when the balloons start popping. Cause you was honest. Okay.
Are just killing it. Okay, let's take a step forward. Why'd you break your heart?
Red flag, red flag, red flag. And I get deeper. Red flag. I couldn't sign up for anything like that home situation. But blessings.
Thank you.
I'll ask you just really quick. If you were to get a real one, which you could, would you be willing to not live with the mother and then you and your real one and your son and then share with mom? And
she is from Brooklyn. It's a tough one, man. I don't know. I don't know where we stand right now because a lot has happened in the last year with us as far as separating a little. We always come back for the child. Cool. And my son is level 3 autistic, so he needs a lot of attention.
Okay. All right. So, but he was someone that's your type aesthetically?
Aesthetically, he looks beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is he someone that's your type?
Sure.
Lovely lady.
I don't have types. I have spirits.
Right. Spirits. So beautiful spirit.
Beautiful
spirit. Spirit is attracting.
Smile,
okay.
Beautiful spirit.
Very good. I didn't ask you. Oh, I thought I did.
Ask him, did I seem like his type?
Oh, is she your type? I think I know that. Oh, another accident, man. They just maybe it's a sign. I don't know. Let me ask officially:
Is messy right
is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely. Beautiful smile, beautiful spirit. All these women are just beautiful spirits. All of them.
Thank you.
Light, shining.
All right, we got an accidental broken, so let's go grab another one. All right, well, after we establish that, we do have one heart remaining. Now, I don't like to rush things, so I want to ask this lovely lady, why do you still have your heart intact?
He's so intelligent and patient. With an autistic son and you're there taking care, that's number one for me.
Thank you.
But what about everything else you heard? Did you hear everything else that was said? about his whole situation, that should be concerning to anybody. It should be concerning to anybody.
I'd like to know more about him.
Okay. Feel free to ask a question.
You look just like my grandson. Really? Devin. Then when you came out, I go, oh no, there's Devin.
Oh, that may be a problem.
Like my grandson. I'll show you him. Anyway, yeah. No, I don't have a question for him. I'd like to know more about him.
Okay, so what would you like to know more about?
You said you traveled the world over now. Are you here now? Where are you
I
at?
live in Atlanta.
Oh, you live in Atlanta? Okay. All right.
When I first started my career, I do a lot of military tours, USO. So I'm going to Okinawa to do an Air Force base and then a Marine base and entertain the troops.
I got you, yeah.
But I've been to Afghanistan, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Bahrain, Iraq, name it. Mm-hmm. Well, I got on the border of Iraq. We couldn't go in at that time.
I'll ask a question. She may want to know this. Where would you take this queen on a first date?
God, it's been so long since I've been on a date. Food.
Gotta get some meat.
Gotta get some food.
Now, what kind of food we talking about? We talking about McDonald's? Or we talking about Ruth's Chris? Or we talking about?
I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's.
Good, you don't eat McDonald's. Okay, still sponsor us. But okay.
Well,
I want a pointer meal.
I used to. I'm just a little older now. You know, you got to
being mindful.
You got to put down foolish things. I mean, you know, I love Japanese food. I love a lot of Asian food, Indian food. Not everyone can handle it. I grew up on a lot of Indian food. Love Italian food. The place I was working for is a gourmet warehouse that we supply restaurants all over Atlanta, and I worked there for 6 years, so I know everybody in the Atlanta restaurant business. Because I got to deliver to them, you know, sales rep. We got to.
I get chip.
Yeah, we got to. You told me that. We got to stay on top of them. Go check the restaurants out. Make sure they're happy. They're getting everything they want. So we supplied most of the fancy restaurants in Atlanta.
I'm vegan.
Okay. But I think another queen asked
Well, then
that
study
question.
vegan.
Yeah. You can cook vegan dishes.
I can.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to ask an essential. I think I might have already asked you, but just to confirm, he is someone that's your type.
Oh, all the way.
Okay.
All the way.
Is she someone that's your type?
Sure. It's a beautiful spirit, beautiful woman.
Okay, I'm not going to delay anything. Let's have you both step back with me.
Wait. But before we do that, can we have the conversation about him and this living arrangement? Because I don't think she heard that conversation. You know, she's a little older. I don't think she heard the conversation. So I think we need to revisit the conversation of what's happening between him and his son's mother that he's living with currently, and blurring lines currently.
Angela, you'll walk this way, and then Nima, you could step this way. I'm just going to ask maybe 2 questions to maybe seal the deal on this. So perfect. Let's stop here, and you stop there, lovely lady. Do you have a final question for him?
No, I don't.
Do you have a final question for her?
No, I think we covered it.
Wow. Clap it up for these 2. We got a real one connection. That's a beautiful thing. All right. Well, I'm going to take your mic. Okay. I'll even take the heartbreaking device because you're not going to break her heart now. And I want y'all to go off that way. Yeah. Give her a hug. Yeah. There we go. Clap it up for him. We got a real one connection. Y'all can head off that way. Make sure you help her down and lovely. Oh, yeah. Give that heart back. Thank you so much. Yeah. We're not breaking anything. And that's a beautiful thing. I love to see it. Well, if that's the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one. Would my next Atlantean king come on in, get down on a knee and give a ring, if it leads to that, of course, and talk to these ladies. Hello there. How you doing, kind sir?
I'm fine. How about you?
Wonderful. Thank you for coming to a real one. Would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, and what you do?
Yes, my name is Harold Foster. I am an apostle and prophet. I'm a traveler. I travel different places. I'm 60 years old. So...
Beautiful. Okay. Share with us this. What makes you a real one?
Well, I'm a man. I can say that. I'm a realist. I don't play mind games. I would be so real with you. I don't have time for it because it's too much going on out there. So you want to be real with each other.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful to keep it real. What are you looking for in a real one?
I'm looking for somebody who's really for me. I want my me. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. My me. I want her to be that woman that I know I can depend on. I know I can say, "Hey, babe, I need to talk. I need to just talk. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you speak to me. Make my day, because I'm going to make yours. No problem.
That's a beautiful thing. I was going to ask, what are you going to do for the queen? She's going to do that for you. What are you going to do for her?
I'm going to make sure she's well taken care of. Your feet, your body, your mind, your soul, everything will be taken care of. You'll never leave the house without being happy. You are smiled.
King right there. All right. Share with us this. It hasn't happened to you, but in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are some things you don't tolerate?
I don't tolerate lies. I don't tolerate when you say one thing and you do another one. Bipolar. Please, don't be bipolar. So that's what I'm talking about. I just can't do it.
Right. Understood. For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
Me, I love to travel. That's my main thing. I love to travel. My thing, I want to go to Africa. That's what I want to go to. I want to get away. I just love to. Then I like camping. I like hiking. I love, having fun. Let's have fun.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else, or those are the mains?
Those are the main things.
Beautiful.
But I love to go out to eat. I love to cook because I'm a chef for 30 years.
Okay, chef.
And I can wind down you. You don't have to worry about eating because I will feed you just right.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. She just broke her heart, so you'll take a step forward with me. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
My name is Doris. I'm 62, and I broke my heart for one reason. I ain't going nobody's camping.
Well,
I ain't getting in them woods. I'm from Detroit, and my brother lives here. He lives in the woods. I said, you ain't got to worry about me coming back.
You want to see your brother?
I'm scared. I watch too many movies.
This is a man. He'd keep you safe. He'd protect you.
Yes, you definitely.
yes, I will. You don't have to worry
sound
about
like
that.
a wonderful man. But I ain't
I love
going
the cabin.
camping.
I love the cabin more than the, just a tent. Okay.
Oh yeah.
See that you busted
I'm
too
scared
quick.
of the cabin too.
You busted too quick.
I might have, but Jason came in the cabin.
That was her horror movie. Yeah, we don't like Jason,
Jason.
Freddy.
She. Okay, hey, I mean it's valid. It's valid. She's scared of the woods. I mean, she valid. That's valid. Yeah.
Mike, no.
He said, Jason, wow.
Came in the cabin. I'm not going.
Okay.
I love everything you said though.
He could be your type.
Good guy. Yes, he could.
Okay.
Thank
He
you.
could.
Thank you.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's all right. She's all right. She's all right. She's all right.
You just wanted her to go camping, then she would have been for sure. Yeah.
Cabin is not the big thing about it. It's just being together.
Right, it's about the togetherness. All right, well, take a step back because we're looking pretty good. You still have 4 hearts alive. So you're looking good. So I bet they want to get to know more about you. So let's go a little deeper. These are always ones that, determine some things. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I have been married before.
Okay.
And I'm the kind of person I love to give. I'm a giver, always giving. And then the last marriage I had, my last marriage, because I've been married 3 times, the last marriage that I had to accept.
Hold on. Did he say he was married 3 times? I mean, when you get to that age, you could definitely go through a few marriages. He said 3 times though. Let me run that back.
I always giving. And then the last marriage I had, my last marriage, because I've been married 3 times.
Yep, he was married 3 times. 3 times by 60. So, man, that's tough. Like, I mean, I wonder. So this is out here for all the ladies and a man. Does being married multiple times make you better at the marriage? Like, do you go into the next marriage better than you were in the last marriage? Because what you learned in the last marriage, you took into the next marriage, and you just know better. I don't know if I can get married. I don't know if I can get married multiple times. That's interesting.
The last marriage that I had to accept, I accept 6 kids, and I did everything. Then she started getting lazy on me and started putting it all on me, and it wore me out until.
Did he say he had to accept? Oh, he accepted 6 kids. So you was a sucker, cause you took 6 kids. I ain't gonna lie. I've been down that road before. But 6 kids, thinking about it now, it's like, why would you do that? Like, it's like, how many of them was adults? Like this, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yo, I just couldn't take it. It just wore me out, and it's like, why are you not stepping up? These are your grandkids, and I'm there for you. These are my babies, and I love her. I love them. I love them kids, and I miss them kids today. And I wish they was mine, because I would love to adopt right now. At the time, I didn't want any kids when I was younger, but when I had my son, he's 36 years old. Now I wish I had a daughter. Daughters is like, I wish, but since I don't have her, I can't adopt.
And they may have a daughter, so you might be able to connect with their daughter.
Maybe.
Step up.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll
okay.
see.
So let me ask this then: would you like to be married again?
Whew, that's a big question.
Number 4.
I would.
I didn't mean it like that.
When you're talking about marrying again, yeah, I would.
Okay.
But I want you to be. I just want somebody to be serious.
It's got to be the real one.
Yeah, you got to be serious about marriage, because marriage is nothing to play with.
Amen. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's something about you got to want this like I want it, because I'm the kind of person that I'm going to give my all. I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to play my games. I'm going to be.
All right, can we get to the popping of the balloons? He pouring his heart out here. Like he's pouring out a lot. I don't know. I feel like this is just like over. Like it's over extenuating the conversation. Like it's just it's over. Is it? I can't even think. But it's a lot. It's a lot of information to give, and these ladies took a their balloon unpopped. You know, some people say that short, sweet, and simple is better. But my man is giving. He's giving a lot. He's giving a lot.
Be there. A woman want a man to be there.
To be there.
And I'm there. But you got to be there too.
Okay. All right. Let me go for this. No, you know what? I'm going to see if you have an essential question you'd like to ask each of these ladies. We can walk down and ask each of them. You have a question for them?
Well, I guess.
All right. What you got? We're going to go to all of them, but yeah, what's the question?
Tell me something about you.
Okay, we're going to do that for each of these queens. So take a step forward with me. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
Hello, I'm Jill. I'm 58.
Okay.
I'm a mother of 4 sons, a grandmother of 11 and a half. I have one that's due any hour.
Wow.
Right. I have my own marketing company.
Okay, wow.
And I'm also a city council person.
Okay, wonderful.
For the city of Atlanta?
No.
Wonderful.
Which city?
I live in a small rural city, the city of Oglethorpe, Georgia.
I haven't
It's
heard
in
of that one.
southwest rural Georgia.
Okay.
And I also chair a nonprofit organization that helps
Nice.
move people from poverty to sustainability. So I have a lot going on.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, let's take a step forward to this queen. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
Hi, I'm Kamala, and I'm going to be 64 at the end of this month. And I work for a nonprofit organization as well. We help housing with underserved communities.
Okay.
And I'm very active in my church. And I also have 2 daughters. One is in college, and one is an adult, and 1 grandson.
Awesome.
She's serving too. Thank you for your service too. Then that's a blessing. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
My name is Theoria. My age is 62. I'll be 63 in May.
Okay.
And I'm a very positive person. I cook. I was married for 30 years, got a divorce 15 years ago by abuse of alcohol.
I understand.
The man. And so, with that being said, I have 2 boys and 1 daughter. Then I have 2 grandsons and 1 granddaughter and 1 on the way.
Sounds good.
I'm retired from Chrysler's here. I worked at Mopar. Mopar is located in Marlboro. 31 years I'm retired.
Wow.
And I am a great cook. Actually, I travel to cook for people. They calls me up. All that being said, I'm looking for a real one. That's in my corner.
She's breaking it down. She's a chef too. She don't just cook. She's a chef. We got 2 chefs in the house. Okay. Let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, and tell them something about you.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm 65. I'm a pediatric nurse, still working a lot. So I don't travel much at this time, but I'm looking forward to it. In the next couple of years, I probably will still work after a couple of years.
Good.
I love to eat, so I'm impressed with your culinary skills, even though I haven't tasted your food. So I hope that, excuse me, you'll be willing to do some vegan meals too.
Can you throw down some vegan meals?
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow. All right, let's take a step back. I don't want to make you pop, but you do have 4 hearts remaining.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of this lovely. Oh, she dropped it like it's hot. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me grab that. Okay. So you're just going to hold on to that. I love these ladies. I love you. So I'm going to not make you break yet. I'm going to go for an essential question that normally gets a little friction. Religion or politics? Do you want a partner that is religious or political, not religious, not political?
I want somebody who's religious, who love God first. They got to be first. Politics is crazy now. I see some breaths. I see some deep breaths. So I'd rather do religious right now.
Okay. So when you say religious, like you said, they want them to love God. Does that?
Yes, I want them to love God first.
Is that more of a Christian relationship,
Yes,
or would it be?
Christian.
Okay.
Yes, Christian.
Okay. Very good. All right, ladies, just because we're having a good time, do you have a question? Any of you have a question for him? Okay, take a step forward. Let's talk to this queen.
Hi again. So I heard you say that you're a prophet. Are you also a pastor?
Well, I'm just an apostle and prophet right now. See, a pastor is different from the apostle and prophet.
Right. Okay.
So I'm like the fivefold ministry, so I'm the thumb.
Okay.
I'm the one that moves everything.
Okay. Because I'm a Christian as well. In fact, I'm a PK.
tell.
My mother's a pastor. So, okay. That was my question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said you have one son and he's a grown son.
Yes, it's grown son.
All right. Thank you.
Do we have another question, lovely ladies? Okay, I think we might have 3, so let's stop right here. No, you're good. Let's stop to Gigi.
Just want to clarify. You said you don't want to get married again?
Yes,
Or you do want to get married
Yes, I do
again?
want to get married again, but I want someone to be serious. Don't beat around the bush. Tell me, it's just like you're coming to that person and you're gonna tell them what you want.
So I'm kind of curious of, so you want to be married again. It'd be your 4th marriage, but you want somebody to be serious. It'll be the 4th marriage. So I'm kind of curious, like, what did you see in the last 3 that made you think that they were serious? Now, you said the last marriage she had 6 kids, and she started to get lazy on you, and so to speak. And there's always 3 sides to every story. But you 60, you want to get married again, and it's definitely your prerogative. But I'm just wondering, what are you doing different to determine whether or not the person is serious or not before you decide to marry them? Like, how much time are you going to give to get to know this person to actually determine whether or not they're serious or not? Because it's your 4th marriage. Like, I know, I'm sure you don't want to go into your 5th marriage at like 68, 70. Like that would be a lot.
Don't just beat around the bush. She said, just tell them I want. So don't just name it and not just think it, because that's what most women do. They wanna think that you can read their mind. You can't read their mind. Talk to me.
Yes.
Communication.
Yes, communication.
And how many marriages have you been in?
I've been in 3. Yeah, I've been in 3, and my kid's mother. That's my kid's mother. We was married for 10 years, and 18. We was there for almost 20 years. Then I was married to a friend of mine, and I thought she was gonna be there. Turned around, I found out she was an addict.
A what?
An addict. She was on cocaine real bad. Then the last one.
You mentioned that those 6 kids. And
yeah, those 6 kids. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Let's move forward. Do you have a question, Theoria?
Yes, I have a question. You say you like to travel. Well, how are you feeling when your perhaps mate?
I was gonna let that one pass, but I couldn't. So the second one was addicted to coke, and that was a friend of yours. You didn't know your friend was on coke? You didn't notice any other behaviors that your friend was on coke? She's a good friend of yours. Y'all got married. You thought she was gonna be there, and she was addicted to coke. I'm not saying you gotta, you got. How did you not see that? Now the girl that you met, that you had your kid with, and y'all was married for 10 years, that's understandable. I can understand that one. But the cokehead, like, I don't understand that one. I'm completely lost on that one. And I like this lineup because they're willing to listen before they pop their balloons to kind of get an understanding. And that's kind of what I expect from these pop the balloon shows, is that if you're on this show, then obviously you have tried every other method in dating and trying to meet the opposite sex. And you're using this as a last resort to either find what you're looking for or just kind of step outside of your comfort zone a little bit and do something different or select somebody different. And then just kind of move on from there. But in some cases, what I'm coming to find is that that's not the case.
He lives in another state.
Well, we can negotiate.
Work that out.
I got an open mind. My mind is not closed. Some guys' mind are so closed, like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. You gotta come where I am. No.
For a real one, you'll make it work.
Yeah, make it work.
It's like building on equal yoke.
Yes, you got to build together. You know, you got to want both of us got to have the same mindset.
Yes.
Where are you located? Just so we know, what state are you in? Georgia?
In Clinton Township, Michigan.
Wow.
I previously was living in Georgia because I worked for Chrysler.
Man, give it up for these Michigan. Give it up for the Michiganders. Give it up for the Michiganders, boy. They are in the building.
And I retired.
Wow.
And I'm done, but I travel to Georgia every month, as well as Knoxville and wherever they want me to come give my business at. Catering.
I'll ask you something later, maybe.
Something, you had 3 marriages. Was any of them seeming like they was working? Was anybody, one you said was a drug abuser. And
good question. I'm glad somebody asked the question, because I was wondering myself. I was like, I wanted to see how deep we was going to get into these marriages to find out what I really want to know, like, why. I know why the coke one kind of went, and then he also mentioned why the 6 kids one kind of went, but I kind of wonder why he was married for 10 years with his child's mother. Why did that one go?
you got the one with 6 kids. That was your adopted kids?
No, those was her grandbabies.
Her grandbabies.
And I just I took them on.
That's a pleasure. That's a pleasure. It's
Yeah.
a pleasure to know you do that. Yes.
Let's go to lovely Karen. You had a question? Okay, what's your question?
Excuse me, I don't know if it's my nerves or what got me all congested, because I'm not normally congested. But anyway.
You're a pediatric nurse. You know how to.
Right. What would each of your ex-wives say about you that made them want to step away from the marriage? Or, yeah.
That's a big question.
That is a great question. And I am curious to what his answer is going to be. But that is a great question. What would your ex-wife say for why they wanted to step away from the marriage? That's I don't even know how to respond to that. Because that takes a level of awareness, accountability, knowing where the relationship went wrong at, just everything.
That's a good one.
That's an awesome question.
Yeah.
I would say they would say that I'm a decent guy, that I was there for them, but that's a hard question right there, because simple reason why, because when my kid's mother, I know she would say something nice about me. And then the third one will say something about me, but the one the drug abuse and everything, I called her. So she may not say too much nice about it because I didn't like it.
Well, then
it hurt my heart so bad.
Okay, let me ask you, what do you think that you could improve upon in your next relationship?
My improvement is that I want to I want to be there more. I want to just get to know that person more than just going into a relationship so quickly, because that's our problems now. We walk into a relationship too quick before we get to know that person. So I want to kind of like step back and just kind of like, let's get to know each other. Let's get to know each other as friends. If that answers your question.
Not really. I was looking for something that maybe you're still working on to improve upon.
Well, I'm improving me. That's what I'm doing now. I'm improving me, and I'm trying to get more things right, and everything, because I'm going to be traveling soon, but I'm not going to do it until I get these things I'm trying to take care of. Other than that, I don't know.
I'm going to pop.
Go ahead and pop.
Tell us why you're popping.
I didn't get an answer to my question.
It's kind of like the question I asked earlier that I posed to you, to the Farewell fans, to y'all. And basically, the question here is, what are you've been married 3 times. What are you learning through each of these marriages? Or, well, her question is, what would his exes say for why the marriage has ended or walked away from the marriage? My thought process is what are you learning from these marriages? I mean, because you've been you're trying to find your 4th marriage at this point. So you're saying that I want to be there. I want to have fun. You can say all those things, but what are the steps are you going to get through? It's almost as if he's not taking any accountability for what he did in the relationship, and it's more so a little bit more of something else of them than what he did. So it sounds more so like a lack of accountability.
All right. Is he someone that's your type, though? You were holding on for a minute?
I mean, I could look at him every day, talk to him.
Good thing. That's a positive. Is she someone that's your type?
She's beautiful.
Okay.
She's gorgeous.
Indeed she is. All right. Well, let's take a step back. You still have 3 hearts remaining. We got a little more time, just a little. So we're going to make things work. Let's think about it a little more for me. Okay, very good. We have 3 hearts remaining. So you have a heartbreaking device in your hand. Is there a heart that you might want to break? Are you feeling these 3 queens?
That's hard. That's really hard.
That's tough.
That's real hard.
We got a great bunch. We know how to pick them on a real one. We pick the best. I can offer you to ask one more essential to those 3 queens. You can ask one more essential question.
Okay. How would you feel about me if I have to travel and you can't come?
Okay, let's take a step forward. How do you feel?
That wouldn't be a problem. That's not a problem for me. I understand in your role, you have to oversee other churches and you're busy. So communication is key, and trust.
That's
so
awesome.
We would have to just build the foundation first.
Awesome.
Okay, let's go to this queen. How would you feel if he has to travel?
Good question. And I thought about that when you said you were an apostle. I think that I would prefer someone who doesn't travel a lot.
Okay.
So, and your question was specifically about if I couldn't travel with you. So, I think I would have a problem with that. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna break your heart. Okay. Now you were holding on to it for a while. Is he someone that's your type?
I loved I loved your personality. I loved everything you were.
So that sound like, to me, it sound like trust issues. It sound like you have a hard time trusting. That's why if he traveling for work, but you can't go with him. I mean, I can see both sides. He's traveling for work, so, and you can't go with him. I don't see the problem. What are you doing? Well, I mean, obviously they retire age, but he's traveling doing his thing for the church. So if you can't go, you can't go. And there may be situations where you can't go. I don't see what the issue with that is. Like, go find something to do. Just go find something to do.
Stand for.
Thank you.
I love your smile as
Thank
well.
you. Thank you so much.
And I love that you're serving God, and that's awesome.
Thank you so very much.
Is she someone that's your type?
Yes, she's a beautiful lady.
Wonderful. Okay. Let's ask this queen right here, though. How would you feel if he's going to travel? You can't go.
I'm good with the travel because I travel. And again, equal yoke. Yes.
All right. Well, I can't delay it. You got 2 hearts. Now one was broken, so we might have a little space. Do either of you ladies have a question for him? Okay, let's ask it.
So are you bivocational or are you full-time in the ministry?
I'm full time in the ministry because I'm retired.
You're retired.
I'm retired. Yeah.
And what kind of work did you do previously?
I was a chef. I was
Okay,
a chef,
as a
and then
chef, okay.
then I do a lot of volunteering.
Okay.
A lot of volunteering.
And you're here in Atlanta?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a question, Theoria? Let's ask it. Okay, just in case. Okay.
We live here in Atlanta. What part of where you stayed in Atlanta?
East Point.
East Point. I'm familiar with that.
Drive through there from Michigan.
Yeah, Forestdale.
Well, I used to drive that a lot. I like to get on the plane now. But I ain't in a hurry for the plane since the plane's been coming down here lately, 5 of them. But I will get where I need to get to.
You will.
I make availability.
Yes.
It don't make me.
I love that. That's a queen energy. All right. Do you have a question for each of them? Because if not, I might have to have you break one, my man. We don't have all day, you know. One more. Okay. All right. All right. Let's stay down here. Let's figure that out. You were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
I was holding on to my heart till we nailed it down, and he seemed like you're a handsome man.
Thank you so
beautiful smile. But for us, religion, I'm Baptist, and I understand everybody's religion.
Yes.
And I sure was holding on till I felt like popping it. And it's all great. You'll make it, but this long distance love is something different. And
Very
generally, they don't be ready to move to Michigan or they Detroit. So I was going to hold it on until the last moment.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Great. God is great.
Why did you break her heart?
Well, it just
She's a little more towards the camera.
she's more. I like her. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful lady. I know she's a hard-working lady. I broke it because of the distance.
Okay.
It was the distance, because I know sometimes I may be somewhere and she could be another place, and some things sometimes don't work
I
out.
understand. I understand.
Understandable.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's take a step back because we're here at our final queen here. I don't want to rush anything, but I do want to see if you have a final question for him.
I do. I do want to delve a little bit further into what the queen down there was asking, like, what have you done to work on you? Because in a marriage, it's never just one person's
No,
fault.
it's not.
It never is. So what is it that you learned and improved on, that you've learned through your 3 marriages?
I like that they're doubling down on these questions because you got to get to the root of why is this person looking for somebody in the fashion that they are. They're on this show, they're trying to find somebody, and they haven't learned anything from their previous relationship. Because 3, I mean, you had to learn something in those 3 relationships in order to make this 4th one work. And the fact that he's not stating what he learned is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting because why wouldn't you state what you learned? Like, just kind of, this is, I learned this from this marriage, I learned this from this marriage, I learned this from this marriage, and then you kind of roll with it.
I improved on a lot of things like listening more, being there, like I said before, being there for that person more, because right now I'm kind of coming down, but traveling so much and everything, because that can be kind of a problem sometimes. We're traveling, and you don't have time for your significant others. And that's what's one of the problems too, that I had to really calm down and stop traveling so much and everything. And I had to be more mindful that I have a wife, not just somebody who just there with me. You can get lost in that. You get lost in church so much, and there's so much, everything going on, and that thing, she's over there looking in the corner like, I'm here. So I had to improve on that. I had to be more open about my, how I feel about you. I hope I answered your question.
You did.
Okay.
What are you thinking? Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel something that I'm not getting enough from.
Okay. Ask questions.
We can do one more. Do you have one more question you'd like to ask?
No.
Okay.
You want to hold on to your heart?
I think I'm gonna pop.
Okay. Okay. Tell us why you're breaking.
I just being a pastor is rigorous. You have a lot of responsibility because in the Christian belief, you know, the blood of a lot of people's souls are on your hands.
Yes.
And with the travel, I'm not necessarily in Atlanta. I'm about 2 hours away. I don't know. And I'm extremely busy too. And I don't want both of us to be so busy that we're missing each other. It's a
Exactly.
lot. It's
I
a
got
lot
you.
going on.
I
But
got you.
you're a beautiful soul. Beautiful
you.
soul.
Thank you.
Someone that's your type? A beautiful
Yes.
soul too?
Yes. Yes.
It was close. We were close. We were close. All right, let's take a step back, my man. It looks like all of the hearts were broken. Ladies, can we still clap it up for this king? He lasted a minute. I was like, whoa, we got to hurry that thing up. So we did it. Great job. I'll take that mic, kind sir, and you can head out that way. Thank you so much. Clap it up for him one more time, ladies. He did it, and we thank him for coming out. All right, if that's the case, let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our next real one with my next ATL senior. My next king, come on in for the win. Hello there. How you doing? All righty, would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, my name's Joe, and I'm 62 years old, and I do IT health insurance.
Beautiful. Okay, when you use that mic, keep it to chin, a little higher up. Perfect. Okay. Would you share with these lovely ladies what makes you a real one?
A real one. My height.
Tall king. Yeah. He's tall. The brother tall. Okay. What else? What else makes you a real one?
In a bucket of water every day. That kind of helps, you know.
Anything else? Genuine, kind, friendly? Are those things?
Those kinds of things. Yeah.
I got to make sure, you know.
As a real one, I've been divorced 9 years now. Done the healing work. Ready to move on to that next step.
Beautiful. Okay, what are you looking for in a lovely lady?
All sorts of things. 2 of each. 2 feet, 2 hands.
Great. It looks like they got that. Okay.
All right.
If they didn't,
2
we'd still
eyes.
love them though.
I'm gonna use that. You know, somebody like, so what are you looking for? I'm looking for 2 of each, 2 hands, 2 feet, those type of things.
I'm looking for somebody with a growth mindset.
Okay. Ready to grow and glow. Okay. For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
I spend most of my Saturdays, Sundays, bike riding. I do a lot of long distance cycling. And then I also do strength training throughout the week and yoga.
Wow, very active.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, very good. You don't have any broken hearts. So I bet the ladies want to get to know a little bit more about you. You did say you were married previously.
Yes.
Dare I ask, why did that not see till death do you part?
It's a long story, but if you've got some time, want to sit down?
We can condense it just a little. Just a little.
Things just didn't work out. Married 23 years.
Wow.
I married my ex-wife. Met her when I was 19 years old. I think at that time I didn't know whether or not to wind my ass or scratch my watch. So I wasn't quite sure what I was doing at that point in time.
Fair enough. Okay. Now, out of that marriage, did any little ones come?
I've got 3 daughters.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I moved here. I'm originally from Detroit.
Wow. Now, out of that marriage, did
I hit the wrong button. Hold on.
any little ones come?
I've got 3 daughters.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I moved here. I'm originally from Detroit.
Wow.
Man, Detroit stand up, man. Y'all can't say Detroit ain't never in the building, man. Detroit be in the building, and y'all don't even know Detroit be in the building. Man, just stand up for Detroit, bro.
Oh,
Move.
Well, they like that. Some of them. Okay.
Moved here 5 years ago.
Okay.
Two of my daughters moved here to Atlanta after they graduated from college.
Okay.
And so I was living in Detroit at the time and said, I was flying through here to travel for work, and I would stop, spend the weekends, and I'm like, well, why am I going back to Detroit? So I
stayed here.
Stayed here, yeah. Plus, I don't have to shovel any snow.
Yes. Big difference from the D.
Hey, look, that shoveling that snow ain't no joke. We get more than 4 seasons here sometimes, and sometimes you can see 4 seasons all in one day.
Truly. All right. Well, you don't have any broken hearts, so like I said, I'm gonna go a little deeper then. We already asked about the children. I gotta ask, would you like to be married again? We'll find out why in a minute. But have you ever, would you like to get married again?
To the right person for the right reasons.
Okay, to a real one. Yeah, that makes sense. And I have to ask, because we had a 76-year-old guest who wanted biological children for the first time. Do you want more children?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. All right. I think they're in agreement, but I got to ask. I got to do my job. Let's take a step forward to this lovely lady that broke her heart. Name, age, and why you broke her heart.
My name is Doris. I'm 62. I broke my heart for 2 reasons. I love your sense of humor, by the way. But I broke my heart because I am a smoker. And that's why I can't cycle around like you do, because I'm a smoker.
Belongs.
Yeah, but that's the only reason. You're a very good looking guy.
Similar heights, too?
Detroit.
Well, actually, Redford.
Okay.
Redford Hills, I call it.
Yeah.
If you know the area.
It's so close together.
He is someone that's your type, though, you said?
Oh, yeah, I would have a conversation with him. He makes me laugh.
Oh, yeah?
He could definitely get my attention just by making me laugh.
Yeah. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She appreciates my bad dad jokes.
Yeah, they're good. You got some good stuff. Well, let's take a step back because we can figure out a few more things. I want to throw it to you. Do you have an essential question you'd like to ask any of these queens? We'd ask each of them.
What did you do in the last week that made you happy?
That's a good question. Let's take a step forward. Name, age, and answer the question.
I ain't never heard that one before, but that's a good question. What did you do in the last week that made you happy? I like that one.
Hello, my name is Jill, and I'm 58. Let's see, very busy week. Attended my granddaughter's track meet and saw her do one of her personal best times, so that was great.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. Let's take a step forward to this lovely lady. Name, age, and what have you done that made you happy?
Hi, my name is Gamala, and I'll be 64 at the end of this month. And what made me happy this week was when the sun came out after the storm and I was able to walk, because I love walking. I walk every single day. So I love the scenery, I love water, and that made me happy when the sun came out and I was able to walk again.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful. We love the sun. Name, age, and answer the question.
My name is Theory. I'm 62 years old, and everything I do makes me happy. And what I done past last week was prepare food for my 6-year-old grandson. He asked for ribs, and I am a cook. And I prepared the ribs to take him to Knoxville, Tennessee, Thursday. Yes. And I'm happy about it. Did I answer your question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And her ribs are good, too. Finger licking.
As well. But I live in Clinton Township.
All right, a little further north.
Yeah, a little further north. So you moved here, and I just left here, and I had to move back.
Y'all can catch each other on the, in the middle. You're going up, he going down.
Yes.
Let's go to our lovely lady right here. Name, age, and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm 65. I decided to take my first revival. I'm going to a revival at Lake. I can't pronounce the lake in North Carolina this weekend. So I finally committed and made my reservation. So I'm looking forward to it. That made me real happy.
Awesome. All righty. That's beautiful. Let's take a step back because you have 4 hearts remaining. So we got to make some decisions here. I'm going to ask to borrow the heartbreaking device of a queen. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. I don't want you to have to do it, but there is a chance you may have to break a heart. The only way I'll let you slide is if the ladies, no, we can't do it all. You got to break one, my man. I'm sorry. After you heard what made them happy in the last week, you got to break one heart.
Oh, do I have to?
It's a real 1, not a real 4.
Okay.
So you got to find your lovely lady, but unless you... Oh,
but I can take them all.
No, real 1. Not the polygamy show. Yeah, we got monogamy.
We're not in Utah.
Oh, you're not in Utah.
Right.
No, they're even trying to change those laws, maybe. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's do this. Always a crazy question. Religion or politics? Do you want a partner that is religious or political? Now, you don't have to get specific, but do you want someone that, hey, I'm a staunch atheist and I hate God? We've had that on the show. Or would you want someone that, hey, I love Kamala. If you voted for Trump, I want to kill you. We've had all that on the show, truly. So where are you in terms of, you don't have to get specific, but do you want a religious woman? Do you want a woman that is apolitical, political?
Apolitical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. And what about the religious?
On the religious side, I'm more of a spiritual person than a specific religion. But
That should definitely pop some balloons. He said spiritual, but they are a little older, so it may not it matter as much. But let's see.
I do believe in something much bigger than myself.
Okay. All right. I haven't got any broken hearts. You got to break one. I can't delay it longer. You got to break one.
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah.
All right. We'll start at the end.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do we have to do this?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
All right. You were holding on to your heart, lovely lady. Tell us why.
Just wanted to hear more.
Okay.
I like the activity. I'm going to start riding my bikes again. I have two. And yoga, I used to do yoga. I need to get back into my health and fitness. So I was just enjoying hearing what he had to say.
Is he someone that's your type?
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay. Why'd you break the heart?
I had to pick one.
You did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just got to narrow it down, though. Okay. So she's someone that's your type, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And I like the simple things in life.
She's a queen.
Detroit, too.
Ah, yes.
But
I should have done this in Detroit, man.
well, I live here, but I'm from Detroit.
Yes. Wow.
Yes, do a Detroit edition. We need we got Detroit in the building, but I thought this was supposed to be Atlanta. I thought it was supposed to be Georgia. But y'all get these people here from the D. Come on, y'all gotta come to the D. You gotta come to Detroit and hold it down, man. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. All right. Well, you got 3 hearts. So we're going to see if the ladies have a question. Do any of you queens have a question for this king? All right. Let's ask you, Gigi.
Okay. So you mentioned in your introduction about no ex-boyfriends, but I do have an ex-husband that I co-parent because we have a daughter in college, and we do interact very regularly. So I just wanted to know, is that a problem? It's not ex-boyfriend, but it's an ex-husband.
No, that's kind of normal,
Okay.
and that's expected. It's when it becomes intrusive that I think that's kind of a red flag.
Maybe like a previous guest today who was living with the baby mama. Maybe. I love him, though. He was a great guest, but I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Living with baby mama. And yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Did you have a question, Theoria? Yes. Okay.
Where did you say you worked before you retired?
Not retired yet. Nope. I have 3 daughters total, so I'm working till I'm 90. I figure. But
okay, that's great.
but I do healthcare insurance, the IT side of things for Blue Cross companies.
Okay, I understand that. So that was your reason to move into Georgia?
Just that my job allowed me to travel. Didn't need to be in a specific location anymore. And so I might as well, since I was working from home, I might as well move here.
Exactly.
So I roll out of bed and into my office.
I understand. So what is your feelings on someone that does a lot of traveling, but basically stay in another state? Does a lot of traveling, but basically stays in another state.
Stays in another state.
Yeah, but I travel from all over for catering. That's my company,
okay.
yes.
Carrying on a long distance relationship is something I'm not really interested in, just because it's.
Okay. Thank you for your honesty. That's a real one. Why'd you just break it?
I just broke it because long distance relationships is something hard, but it's better to. Sometimes it's great because the foundation builds up, and you get the truth out of people more so. So I basically said I travel. So, and that's acceptable, but I broke it because he said about the long distance relationship,
Yeah.
and I understand.
I get what you're saying, though. Sometimes long distance, the fire can be kindled. It can be kindled in a unique way. So long distance can work, But anyway, that's okay. She's someone that's your type, though. Just want to establish that.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Good
Yes.
too.
Yes. Rare. She got the level.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
We love it. We love to see it. Okay. Oh, we're breaking that one. Okay. Let's figure out why you just broke that heart.
You said a comment about you'll be working for a long time because you have 3 daughters. So I was like, I'm ready to settle down with someone who's ready to retire and just want to relax. And, you said travel too, but travel for fun and vacation.
Okay.
Not work.
Is he someone that's your type, though, if he hadn't said that?
Yes.
Okay. Is she someone that's your type?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. Well, looks like we have one queen left. We don't have all day, so I'm going to see if you have a question. Why do you have your heart not broken?
I do. I have a question. You said you prefer someone not political, and I am an elected official. Would that be a problem for you?
No, that's your occupation. I mean, it is what you do, what you have a passion for, so it makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I was just checking on that. And how old are your daughters?
One is 35,
Okay.
28, and 25.
Okay.
Do you have a question for her?
What is expensive but worth it?
Healthcare and life insurance.
She snapped on that one. That's true.
I can't stand GoFundMe's and fish fries when people die and that kind of, and health insurance. Very important.
Well, you're breaching. Wow. Okay. Do we have any final questions between you two? But if not, I'm gonna have to.
I have one. I know you're a cycler and very, very physically active, and let's just say that's an area of opportunity of growth for me. I'm not really that physically active. I used to be an athlete, but not really so much now. Is that a problem for you?
Kind of, because I would like someone that likes to do the kinds of things.
No.
All right. Tell us why you're breaking.
Just
because she don't want to do no physical activity, and that's understandable. Sure, he's active, she's not. I mean, that makes sense. I also kind of curious of why people come on the show. Like this show is for Atlanta, and some of the people here either from Detroit or been to Detroit, lived in Detroit, moved away, and then they still come on the show. Knowing it's kind of like a long shot to kind of find long distance, knowing that you don't live in Georgia. And I kind of wonder what is the conversation like, hey, do you live in Georgia currently? And everything, like all the gentlemen lived in Georgia, but then you have some people, and I mean some they live in Atlanta, but then you got like one or two guests that don't live in the state or whatnot. Like how does that work overall? Because it's kind of interesting because you're living in another state and you're trying to meet somebody in the state that you don't live in. I mean, it could work if you want to do long distance, but I mean, it also could be a hassle as well.
Just because I'm not there and like cycling all day and stuff. No.
Did you cycle here?
I could have. I took the MARTA though.
Okay.
That was adventurous.
Okay. That is an adventure.
Okay. But he is someone that's your type.
Lovely man.
Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
All right. We were close. You keep getting close, but you keep getting close. We'll see. Maybe third time the charm. I don't know. All right, ladies. That is all of the hard fun. Can we clap it up for this king? He was close to his real one, but we thank you for coming out. I'll take that mic, kind sir, and you can head out that way. Clap it up for him one more time, just so he knows. Head out that way. You're good. Just go on that way. It's okay. Maybe you'll break some hearts another place. All right. Let's get ready for our next real one. Let's get ready. We are ready for our penultimate real one. Would my next Atlanta king come on in and sing or just talk or just do something? Hello there, kind sir.
Hi there.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful. Would you share with these queens your name, your age, and what you do?
Hi, my name is Tony Williams. I'm 65 years old, and I'm retired.
Beautiful. Okay, they may want to know, what did you do when you were out there working?
I was a business consultant. I traveled all over North America and the Caribbean working on mega capital projects.
Beautiful. Okay. What makes you a real one?
Well, I'm a Jersey boy. Aren't all people from Jersey real?
Jersey. What side? North Jersey, South Jersey? What?
Central Jersey.
Central
Newark.
Jersey.
Where
Okay,
else?
so you're in the middle. Newark, New Jersey?
Not the Garden State. No.
Wow. Got some family from Newark. Hey, that's great. Okay, awesome. What are you looking for in a real one?
Well, I like to have fun. I like to travel, get goofy. I have a 17-year-old getting ready to go to college, so I'll be doing a lot of that next year. So that's about it.
Beautiful. Okay. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you don't tolerate?
Liars, cheaters, and stealers.
Yeah, those are three, and we'll leave it at that. For the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
Shoot pool, drink bourbon, and do nothing. But my favorite pastime, believe it or not, is cooking.
Oh, do you know how to throw down?
Yeah, I've been cooking since I'm 8 years old.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's how a lot of queens, yeah. All right. Well, it's true. It's true. That's how we start a lot of times. Well, you know what? You don't have any broken hearts. We're going to go a little deeper. We're going to get to know this king just a little more. Let's go for it. Have you ever been married?
I have.
Okay. Dare I ask, why did that marriage not see till death do you part?
Well, you know, people grow. We got married young. People do different things. And
keep the mic to Chip.
We started doing different things separately.
Okay.
So it just made sense.
Okay.
But we still have a child that we raised together, so we're amicable.
Okay. Would you like to be married again in the future?
Nah, none of that for me anymore.
Doubled up. That was the exact same time. They're in sync. They're in
That was definitely in sync. Like, that was crazy.
sync. Okay. Let's walk over and find out why those hearts were broken. Let's start with this queen right here. Name, age, why you broke your heart.
Hello, I'm Jill. I'm 58, and I do date intentionally, so with the ending to be marriage.
Gotcha.
Okay. You were holding on, though. Is he someone that's your type?
I mean, you know, I wanted to hear more. He's a nice looking man, lots of energy. You can cook. I'm raising a 16-year-old granddaughter, so we have some similarities, and I'm a business consultant as well, so some similarities, but yeah.
Is she someone that's your type?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's take a step forward. Name, age, and why you broke your heart.
Hi, I'm Kamala, and I'm going to turn 64 at the end of this month. And I broke my heart because I would like to get married again. Same. But I was with you because I'm from New York. So when you said Jersey, I'm like, okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
So he is someone that's your type aesthetically?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Is she someone that's your type?
Hey, man, absolutely.
Okay. We got lovely ladies, so I understand. We'll take a step back. And what I will do you have an essential question you'd like to ask the three queens with hearts?
An essential question.
That could determine.
Yes.
Oh, ask it.
Because I didn't ask my only wife, I won't say first, my only wife this question, and it turned out to be quite a problem, and I found out on our honeymoon. Do you get seasick?
Let's ask that. Name, age, and do you get seasick?
My name is Doris. I'm 62, and no, I don't get seasick. I like the water.
Awesome.
Don't take her camping. Don't take her camping.
No camping, though.
Let's take a step forward down here to Detroit's finest. Name, age.
She liked the water, but don't like the woods. Like, they need to do a horror movie on a cruise, bro. That'd be sick.
Age and seasick.
Theoria, I'm 62. No, my ex was a sailor.
Right on.
And I like cruises.
There you go.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go down to this lovely lady. Name, age, and do you get seasick?
Karen, hi. I'm 65. I don't know if I get seasick, but I'm not really interested in cruising. That's not something that I would want to do.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Well, I love the water. I own a boat, and I go on as many cruises and sail ships as possible.
Do you want her to hold on to her heart, though, or do you think that could cause a disconnect?
Absolute disconnect.
Oh, okay. So do you have your heartbreaker? Maybe, do you have your heartbreaking device? Okay, then I want you to break hers, because she was going to hold on, but you're saying, and you can hold on to that, because you might have to break more. I hope you don't, but you might have to break more. You were holding on to your heart. Tell us why.
Just to hear more.
Is he someone that's your type, aesthetic?
He's beautiful.
Okay. Or such a sweetheart. Is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Okay, but the seasick. Oh, they don't want to go on cruises neither. Okay. All right. But okay. All right. We could have had a connection. Let's take a step back to this lovely lady. Why'd you just break your heart?
When he said he got a boat, then he said he drinks bourbon, and from past experience, I was going out with a cousin that's actually deceased, and his wife is selling her boat, and you can get it almost dirt cheap. Now, what with that being, I done seen people jump in waters, and other people jump in waters to get them. Then I also seen the cousin that was the boat owner come up out the bottom of the boat with half a gallon of vodka, and it's damn near gone. Excuse me what I said. I'm sorry about that.
You're just keeping it real.
What it was is I'm riding, but I don't know how much of this he consumed.
Okay.
And I don't know if, you may be a heavy consumer. And I like shooting pool. I like going on the water and cruises, but that's the only one I would go. So that's why I broke my balloon.
Is he someone that's your type, though?
Yes, he's nice. He's a nice looking man, and he looked like he liked to do physical things greatly. But I broke my balloon.
What you had to do. Is she someone that's your type?
Sure.
Okay. Let's take a step back. We had a final.
I didn't really understand her reasoning for why she popped her balloon, because she was talking about her family in the boat, which they sell in the boat and everything, and somewhere in there is a reason for why she popped her balloon, but I couldn't find it. Like it was a badly drawn map of what she gave.
Queen all the way back. My no camp queen. Why'd you break it?
The thing is, I go on a cruise every now and then, but I'm not staying in the water like that. That's a little too much water. Not a fish. I don't want to go to the water that much. I go every now and then, but it seems like that's what you like to do.
Yeah, I'm a water sign, I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
When I'm near the water, I'm happy.
All right.
When I'm not near the water, sometimes I'm grumpy.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You live by the beach? Do you live in south?
In Atlanta?
I don't know the city. We're visiting. I'm from California, Los Angeles.
It's real simple, quick answer is no.
Okay. All right. Well, I tried. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's look at the horizon of real ones. It looks like all the hearts were broken, but I thank you for coming out. Can we clap it up for him? This is a real one. He came out all that way. So I'm going to take that mic and you can head out that way, kind sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. You're amazing. Thank you. All righty. Well, if that is the case, let's get ready for our final real one. Ladies, are you ready? Wonderful. Well, let's do it. Final real one. Ladies and gentlemen, it has arrived at that time. We're ready for our final real one. So would my final king from the city of the A, that's not near the beach, I just learned that, would he come on in, and I'm ready to get him acquainted. Hello there, kind sir.
Hello.
How you doing? Welcome to a real one. Would you share with these queens your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Dean Dyer. I am a contractor for remodeling, and I'm 63.
Beautiful. Okay. Would you share with these lovely ladies what makes you a real one?
I'm dedicated, committed, loyal, and very healthy.
Beautiful. Okay. That's great to know. What are you looking for in a real one?
Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Anything else? Any more seasoning to add on that?
Good cook.
Good cook. We got some good cooks in there.
Loves to have fun.
Okay. I know she loves to have fun. Okay, tell us this. As you just saw in relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
Drinking. Heavy drinking. I like a happy drunk.
Okay. Anything else besides the drinking?
Inconsistency, mostly, I think.
Yeah, you got to love someone that's consistent. We don't want in and out, out and in. All right. And for the fun of it, what do you like to do for fun?
Create. I like to do art. I like to go outside and be out, and I like flying my drone.
Yes, that's a good investment, a drone. Let's take a step forward. We did get 2 broken hearts. You're still alive with 3, but name, age, why you broke your heart.
Well, you said you was looking for a cook. So am I. I'm not her.
Okay, then. Okay, then.
If he
it's about to go down fast. She said she looking for a cook. Hold on, ma'am. What we doing here? What we doing?
hadn't to mention that, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he's cute.
Okay.
Okay. Then.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not today.
Okay, because of the cook thing, maybe?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Let's take a step forward. We have 2 more queens that broke their heart. Name, age, and why you broke it.
Hi, I'm Kamala, and I'll be 64 at the end of this month. And I broke it because I'm not a good cook. I'm an adequate cook when I have to. And now that I'm an empty nester, I don't have to cook.
Take out.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think he's very nice. Okay. Very nice. I like your personality.
I like yours too.
Thank you.
Is she someone that's your type?
She is.
Okay. Man, we got to start cooking. We got to like some cooking classes. Okay, I'll sponsor it maybe. All right, name, age, and why you broke your heart.
My name is Theoria. My age is 62. I'll be 63 in May. The consistent, because I live in Clinton Township, Michigan, and
rotate a little.
I can't really actually be just on common grounds when I'm needed. I am a cook, but that's why I broke mine.
Understood.
Yes, I just like pop.
Okay. Could he be your type aesthetically?
Yes, she's all right. Okay. Yes, she's all right.
What were you going to say? You were going to say
So
something.
it's a distance thing.
It's the distance thing, yes.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't that one work for you either?
Far for me too.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little far. Michigan to Atlanta, just a little. Just a little. Is she someone that's your type, though?
She is.
Beautiful. Okay.
She's very attractive.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, let's take a step back. You still have 2 hearts remaining. So I bet these lovely ladies want to get to know you. You know what? To expedite the process, ladies, do you have a question for this gentleman? All right, let's take a step down to this lovely lady. Name, age, and your question.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm 65. I don't cook really. I'm vegan and I'm busy working still, full time and some. So
Okay.
I'm looking for someone that will cook for me.
Well, I'm very busy too.
Okay.
So maybe we can meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, perhaps.
Could there be that compromise? Relationships are all about the big C.
And cooking is, I like doing that. So
Okay,
Maybe
fantastic.
y'all could cook together sometime.
indeed.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. Will you hold on to your heart? Okay. Take a step back.
Okay.
Lovely lady, do you have a question? All right. Let's ask this queen, name, age, and your question.
Hi, my name is Jill. I'm 58. Have you been married before and do you have children?
She asked me. Oh, okay.
I have been married before. I'm divorced now, and I don't have children.
Okay.
Why'd you break it?
I'm like a super mom and a super grandmom, and I would just be hesitant to be with somebody that doesn't understand the nuances of parenthood and grandparent. It never ends. Whoever said it stops at 18, that's a really big lie. It just kind of shifts. It never ends.
I agree with that.
He's someone that's your type, though, maybe?
Very nice. He's a silver fox. Come on. Yeah. We have to stick together.
That's why I have y'all here.
So are you.
Thank you.
She's someone that's your type?
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. All right, well, we got 1 heart remaining, so let's take a step down. I'm not going to rush anything, but I do want to see if a connection can be real and be made. Why are you holding on to your heart still?
Just still listening. What exactly are you looking for in a real one?
Mostly a woman that's really into me, that likes the things that I like. We can adjust and compromise on those things that we might want to do. I don't like to argue, and I'm very reasonable. So that's basically.
Do you have a question for this queen?
Simple. Are you local?
I am.
And you say you work full time?
I do.
Okay. So you're on the basics, full-time schedule, 9 to 5 kind of thing.
Oh, I work days, full time, and then I do some nights as well.
Okay. Well, weekends are always better for me anyway.
Are you off on weekends?
During the day.
Okay.
During the day on the weekends.
I could work lunch, maybe lunch, brunch. I don't know. Okay. Do we have any final questions between you two? If not, I'm gonna pull you back with me.
I don't know if you ruled out smoking. Do you smoke?
I do not.
Okay. Where do you live exactly?
I live in Duluth.
So how often, because I do work a lot, I like to try to get as much rest as I can. So what type of...
Them guys ain't nothing, boy. Let me tell you something. Whoa, Lord. I don't even know what to say, but we here.
consistency, I think that's the word you used, would you be looking for in a person that you're trying to get to know? How often would you want to get together and see each other?
I don't know, at least 3 times a week.
Are you serious?
Possibly.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I don't know what that means, honestly, because of our schedules. It's kind of hard to predict. You don't know until you get there, really, for me.
So if it was only once a week, would you be okay with that? If it's like, hey, she's working day shift, night shift the next, and you're working once a week, could be good to start?
Yeah, it could be.
Would that be immediate? Could it be once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks? We talk first, maybe meet for some coffee or something, get to know each other, see if we even want to.
Indeed. I think talking is the best thing. Certain.
I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way about this because he said 3 a week. She's pushing back on it. Then there's this compromise and everything. it just sounds like both of them has really busy schedules, and they just don't have the time. And then they're gonna try to force to make the time, and then it's gonna kind of end up ruining everything.
Certainly.
What are y'all thinking? Do you want to hold on to your heart?
I'll hold on. I'm open.
Okay, y'all step back with me. Take a step back. Take a step back. I love to see it. So both of y'all are going to step on back with me. I have a final question for you two, and we'll see if a connection can be made. Do both of you feel this could be a real one connection?
I'm open.
Okay.
I'm open too.
Clap it up for these two. We got a real one connection to end out our experience, and I love to see it. So I'm going to take that mic, and I want y'all to go off that way. Your heart goes on that way. So clap it up for them one more time. They did it. What a lovely looking couple. We love to see it. Okay. Well, folks, we did it. We successfully came back to the A and hosted another edition of A Real One. Ladies, clap it up for yourselves. You are beautiful, and you did exactly what you need to do. Now, I need you to do what you need to do, which is subscribe, like, comment, share, all that.
All right, we good with that, man. So look, this one was definitely interesting. I mean, it was a little boring. I mean, it really wasn't nothing popping in this show whatsoever. And I was just kind of like, I was over here kind of like down. I don't know if you see me. I was kind of like about to pass the hell out, because it was just like, it was slow moving, dude. Especially when Apostle was on the show and he was just talking, and I'm like, bro, stop over talking. Like, you talking too much. But regardless of the case, hey, look, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to check out our brand store at PharaohMNG.com. Make sure you go ahead and copy you a shirt, copy you a hoodie, copy you something that's going to show your expression. Say the things that's on your mind. We'll catch you on the next go around. Peace.